Yo, what's going on, homies? It's your boy StumpD back for another OPTC video, and in today's video, we're taking a look at the combination mainly of Sabo, Ace, and Luffy. Continuing on from my Garbs Challenge 13-star event video that I put out yesterday, we are now taking the combination of stuff like Superclass Sabo into some shorter content like arenas and Garbs Challenges and stuff like that. In the Garbs Challenge 13-star event video, we hybrided Sabo up with Luffy. The Kid Luffy works exceptionally well for long content. However, when you hybrid up Superclass Sabo, the anniversary exclusive, with the anniversary exclusive Ace, the two of them work exceptionally well as speed farming captains. And the reason that is Ace gives you 2 turns of cooldown, Sabo gives you 1 turn of cooldown, and with the combination of the two, they give you every orb matching except for recovery and int, which is super easy to get around because a lot of characters have recovery orbs matching as a sailor, and if you just find someone that can bring make in orbs matching, you're going to be in good stead there. So we're taking on Arena Kawamatsu, we're taking on Arena Crocodile, and the Garbs Challenge Worst Generation, and sort of showcasing where Sabo does shine. But the theme around the video is we're going to have a Sabo, we're going to have an Ace, we're going to have a Luffy on every single one of the teams. So as you can see against Kawamatsu, we are just sort of flying our way through it. This is a no-stall team, works exceptionally well. We are using the combination of some free-to-play characters that are very, very powerful. The Yamato, the Luffy, and the Uta. All free-to-play, and I really wanted to showcase the array of free-to-play units that you have to give you stuff like tandem orbs for the super tandem of both Sabo and Ace, as well as the ability to auto-trigger Sabo's special. Now, Sabo has a very interesting mechanic that if you use a chain boost, he auto-triggers his special on the next turn. Now, I have been finding that this has been not exactly the easiest thing to do in the world, because if Sabo gets binded, or if he gets despaired, this doesn't actually proc. And as you guys saw there, we would have normally got that auto-trigger to proc on stage 4, or we could have found a way to proc it, I should say. But because we were blinded, we didn't actually have that benefit. So a little bit annoying with Sabo there. But when you do get it to work, it can work exceptionally well. And obviously, if you do bring Kid Luffy or Anniversary Ace, you can do it very, very easily and carry over their chain boost and their chain multiplicative buffs. So that way you get the 3 turns of the Sabo chain boundary. So you can do some really, really powerful stuff there. Because Sabo is a cerebral character as well, he does boost cerebral, but if you are hybriding him with Ace, you sort of have to build out the team with stuff like quick and psi units. So you are restricted to that sort of category. Uto is fantastic because she's a chain booster. She gives you utility, so you can activate Sabo's auto trigger. The Luffy is exceptional because Luffy can actually give you a full board of tandem slots, which is very valuable. Plus, he's part of the super tandem of Sabo, and any cerebral character, if you have Sabo at level 3 or higher, will actually accumulate into that super tandem as well. Alright, so moving into Arena Crocodile now, we're moving away from the free-to-play characters and taking a look at some very, very powerful characters that work exceptionally well with Sabo and Ace when you are speed farming. Namely, Nami. Nami's exceptionally powerful. Nami does have a lot of clashes with Ace, however, she's going to find a lot of play under Sabo because not only does she give cooldowns, but she gives base stats and she gives a chain boost to help out Sabo with that auto trigger ability. You have stuff like Sop Sop, exceptional unit if you are running both Ace and Sabo together. The combination of like Sop Sop, you have Kinemon Dendro, any character that is a Psi and a quick character and you can switch between them is going to thrive exceptionally well. But you can do stuff for like Current Wanda, as you guys saw in the previous team, to give you guys cooldowns and stuff because they are a cerebral character. They are double boosted under Sabo if you are running like double Sabo strats. But if you're not and you are running like Sabo and Ace, you can pretty much only get a buff from like that one stage. Now this is not exactly like a super speed team. However, it kind of is because like we get damage null on stage 3, and then we have like a chain boundary, which is super annoying to deal with for like 99% of characters in the game. But something that I really want to showcase with this Sabo is he has the ability to give Ignite as well, as long as you have him at Super Tandem level 3 or above, or using a friend captain at level 3 or above. But if you do get that Ignite off, you can actually get around some very annoying mechanics, and that's namely stuff like the chain, the damage limiter, or getting around stuff like damage null or resilience and all those nasty effects. So that is incredibly powerful, and I actually managed to get my Sabo to level 3 with some very good luck. So I just really wanted to showcase that in some short game content, and this was a prime stage for that. Where we come up against Robin and 2 lackeys, and the lackeys just basically melt to the effect of the Ignite. Utilizing Kid Luffy, Ace, and Sabo all as a tandem, as you guys can see here in short content, is just exceptionally powerful. We get Luffy's like incredibly big chain multiplicative buff on the final stage for this particular team because we have to take 2 stages here anyway, and it sort of just works out insanely well. This is a prime example of where Luffy will actually see a lot of value, where you need him for his utility, and then you have to basically take 2 turns on a stage and then move into the next stage and get that final big orb boost, the 2.75 times orb boost, and that 1.5 times chain multiplicative buff. This is a prime example where we got the auto trigger of Sabo to proc. It didn't really like help us too much here, because like Sabo has the ability to remove special blind, he has the ability to remove damage reduction, but because he gives you that chain boundary, no matter when you actually get that ability, it is fairly powerful. If you are running 2 Sabos, if one of them procs and you don't have a chain multiplicative buff or chain boost, you still will get 1 turn, and then the other Sabo will increase that by 2 turns. However, if you have something like Ace or Luffy on the team, and you get that auto trigger to proc, you're going to get 3 turns of a 3.0 to 30 times chain boundary, and then you can extend that for 2 more turns with your other Sabo, so you can do some really crazy shenanigans stuff there. But Sabo has an array of very, very powerful characters, and just with the combination of Ace, taking on arenas is very, very easy. It's a lot of fun team building for them, and just trying to find really fast and optimal ways to get around the content. But with Sabo and his super tandem being an ignite is super fun. But a downside I do find to it is that it doesn't go through full immunity, and it does hinder that unit a lot. Alright, so the final piece of content that I wanted to dive into was Garb Challenge Worst Generation. Once again, there is a damage limiter, so I just, again, wanted to showcase how fun the Ignite ability can be when you can actually proc it off. Plus, there are some other very powerful characters that you can use alongside this particular Sabo. Sabo works great with Super Tandem Shanks, he works great with Super Tandem Law, Ace Sabo, Final Tap, Red Rock Luffy, as well as 6++ Uta, which I actually couldn't fit into this video. However, I do have a little short coming out with some big Unga Bunga damage with the new the new Quick Cerebral team. So look forward to that, because that's crazy. I hope we see that in Super Boss, just like we had the previous Super Boss, but look, it may not be. Sabo just makes it a great addition to a straight quick team, and he's a perfect replacement over something like Ben Beckman and Lucky Roo. Because he's a cerebral character, he can easily find his way onto that team as well. Unfortunately, Ben Beckman and Lucky Roo are sort of just pushed out of that particular team, and I have tested the numbers. Sabo does a lot of extra damage. You just need a chain boost to get that higher chain boundary effect. Plus, with Sabo, you can actually use the Kid Luffy support to get the 1.5 times base stats, which is incredibly powerful. His Super Tandem is still not as powerful as Shanks's when it comes to damage output, but you have a lot more utility, and when you actually utilize the 2 of them together, as you guys saw there, you can actually get the color affinity boost with Sabo's super class, and then you can use Shanks's super type to turn everyone into strength characters and increase it by 0.25. So, pretty nasty combo there. Shanks still is a higher color affinity booster, and it does clash there, but if you are doing like shorter content, stage 3, stage 4 sort of stuff, or even longer content, the combination of the 2 can actually be a lot of fun, especially when you have a Dex unit. As you guys saw on that previous stage, Apu was a Dex unit, so just like running that little cheeky combo just completely removes that as long as the enemy doesn't have full immunity or the enemy isn't a super type. On this Rogue stage, this is where we basically start to use the auto trigger of Sabo to lock orbs. Another benefit of Sabo is he actually locks orbs, which is a very underrated mechanic in my opinion. And it works exceptionally well if you do partner him up with something like Super Tandem Shanks, who gives tandem orbs, so that way you can continuously proc the Super Tandem of himself, like Shanks or Sabo. Or you can even use Sabo to lock the orbs that Ace gives you. The World Wide Anniversary Ace gives you tandem orbs in your top and bottom row through block, and it's very valuable locking those orbs so you can just continuously pop off the super tandem of either character. Funny enough, on this particular team we have 3 super tandem characters, and they all revise around Luffy. Both Law and Shanks need Luffy to proc it, and then obviously with Sabo he needs like Luffy, Ace, and then another cerebral character too. So Luffy's just like a key to a lot of these super tandem characters, and with a team like this, it's really fun that you can put together just like a crazy quick team and have so many options when it comes to what super tandem that you would like to pop, depending on what you need for each particular stage. Obviously, Law, like we're pretty much never going to use Laws over Shanks's, but utilizing Sabos over Shanks's can be beneficial to get that that Ignite effect, because not only do you get the Ignite effect, but you actually get a conditional boost to Ignite, and even at level 3 when it's a 1.5 and a 1.5, it's still a lot more damage than what Shanks can provide, provided you don't have another like conditional boost. But with Sabo, it is an extra conditional boost on top, as it's a super tandem ability. So I do believe that you can actually do some crazy stuff with like Robin and then you could have like Nami, and then I'm fairly certain you'll be able to use Sabo on top of that because a Super Tandem ability stacks with every other buff. Kind of like an attack boost of Super Tandem stacks with a regular attack boost. I do believe that you could do some crazy stuff with stuff like Robin moving forward. But Sabo is incredibly powerful when it comes to short content. He works exceptionally well alongside his brothers. Especially the ace combination for like those shorter arenas and stuff like that. But if you are taking a look at stuff like GARP challenges and stuff like as well, building out mono quick teams is incredibly powerful nowadays. They have a lot of very, very good characters. They have a lot of very, very good options no matter what particular GARP challenge that you're actually taking on. But that's going to wrap up the video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions of this Sabo in the comments section below. While you're down there, don't forget to bother the like button for me if you're new to the channel. Don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button. Most importantly, though, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, I thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Late!